Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Poverty Hill Adventures. I would like to invite all of you to join me today hanging out in the forest here. I don't have much planned, but you're more than welcome to join me. The couple of things that I do want to accomplish today is I want to set out some trail cameras that are going to be long-term trail cameras. I'm going to leave them out over the winter, and it's such a beautiful day. I thought today'd be a perfect day to do that. And then I want to gather up some materials to build something. And let me tell you what I'm going to build. Over the winter, when the weather starts getting much colder and I'm in the workshop, I want to build a water wheel that will be powered by the little creek that you see in a lot of the videos. And I want to make it from all natural materials, or as much natural material as I can. It's not going to be a big scale water wheel. I just want to build a little water wheel. And what I thought would be cool is when it's all finished, set it up, and hopefully it works, it spins, and set up a shaft or something like that, a spindle off of the water wheel, and cook hot dogs on it. I thought it'd be build a little fire next to the creek and have the water power a shaft that will rotate a hot dog. I mean, yeah, I got too much time on my hands, I know, but it's my time, and that's what I want to do with it. So you're more than welcome to spend today hanging out with me. Going to build a little campfire here in a minute and have a little snack. I've got some venison sausage and some crackers, and I think some leftover cornbread. So I'm gonna build a little fire, hang out, do those couple of tasks that I talked about. So why don't you spend the day with me? Look at this. This is perfect. Perfect birch bark on this dead birch tree here. This is beautiful. I love this birch bark for getting fires going. Of course, this is more than enough here, but we got that, and we just go get some little kindling to get things started. These dry branches off these hemlock trees make perfect kindling. Get the real small ones are beautiful to get the fire started. Then a handful of larger ones. The sausage came from our friend Don. Thank you, Don. The cornbread came from my wife. Thank you, Pat. And the chaga came from a birch tree just over there. I unfortunately forgot my strainer, so it may be a little crunchy, but it'll still be good. Isn't this just a beautiful spot to hang out? One of my favorite spots out here in the forest. To stop and build a little fire and have a snack and just kind of take in the day, enjoy the day. Boy, that sausage is good. Boy, that's good. It's actually two kinds. Got that sausage. And then Don gave me some of these sausage sticks here. And they got a little cheese mixed in them. Boy, are they good. Oh, perfect day, perfect spot. I'm glad y'all came along. You know what would go good with that sausage? Some cornbread. And I just happen to have some. Well, we're waiting for the chaga tea to go. Once we're done with our little snack break here, we'll go see about getting them trail cameras out, like I said, and also find ourselves some wood that we can build that water wheel with. That I'm excited about that. I don't know why, but I'm excited about it. You know what? Since I retired, I have the extra time to goof around with little projects like building that water wheel and stuff that I never had when I was working, you know. Working, I was busy all the time, and with my free time, I had to prioritize what I would do. And now that I'm retired, I got time to do this stuff. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy myself. Many of you are aware, they're making trail cameras now with some sort of satellite transmission with an antenna that will actually send the pictures directly to you. You don't have to go to the camera, and that's a great tool. And you know, during deer season or just before deer season, you're not going into an area checking cameras and you know, maybe contaminating the site with some scent, some human scent. I don't have any of those cameras. Maybe someday I will, but there's a couple things holding me back. One, I don't want the monthly fee, even though it's a relatively inexpensive monthly fee. But more so is I like the anticipation of what I'm going to find on that trail camera. These couple here that we set today are set, going to be out probably most of the winter, and come spring, early spring, when I when I check them, it's like going to the Christmas tree and looking at the presents under the Christmas tree. What pictures did we capture? You know, it's a lot of fun. I use it as trail cameras not only as a scouting tool, but more so as a entertainment source for myself. I really enjoy setting them up, putting them out, and seeing what critters are around when I'm not around. You know, and over the years it's revealed all sorts of things that more than likely I never would have saw in person. You know, interaction between animals, different animals, a lot of nocturnal animals. So like I said, it's a hobby to me. I pulled a lot of my cameras for the winter, but I am leaving these couple out here just as kind of, you know, see what happens over the winter. Fresh batteries in both. Hopefully they last at least part of the winter. We get some really cold spells sometime in the winter, and I don't know whether they'll last the whole winter, but it should be fun checking them early next spring. The trail cameras that I use are inexpensive models. Most of them I pick up on sale in the $40-some range. The little SD card is a little extra, but sometimes when you find them in the store, they'll have the SD card included in that $40 range. So these are the cameras that I use. I don't feel particularly comfortable leaving a expensive $300 trail camera out in the woods. But these here, I don't have many issues with, and they give me a good enough image. Maybe not as high resolution as some of those, or as fast a trigger speed as some of those $300 models, but for the money, I'm very happy with the inexpensive trail cameras. The areas that I set trail cameras up on are not like concentrated areas, food plot type area. That's I don't have anything like that here. I've got just big woods, and so what I do is, rather than leave it on a single picture, which would make sense over a food plot type situation where you'd get multiple pictures, I put my cameras on the video mode, and I really enjoy the video of the animal, and oftentimes the video captures a second animal that wouldn't have got captured on the if it was on just the picture mode. The time between the trigger on the picture wouldn't be enough. It just captured some really neat stuff with the video mode, and like I said, I'm not worried about getting thousands of pictures, because I won't. Not where I'm at. There's animals here, but they're not concentrated. They're these are a couple of spots where I am figuring that over the winter some animals will pass through. I'm going to set up a trail camera here. I've had one set up here before, and it's a great spot. There's a steep ravine on one side with a little creek running through it, and then another not quite as steep ravine, but on the other side. So it's a natural funnel, or whatever you want to call it, for all sorts of critters. They have to, unless they want to go down the steep ravine, they have to funnel down into this natural funnel here. And I've got some great, great pictures here. Oh, I'm going to set up one of my trail cameras here. It's got this camera. I'm going to set a little lower than I normally do. It's probably about maybe 2 foot at the most off the ground. Is what I'm hoping with this camera is not only do I maybe catch some deer on it, but I'm actually more hopeful here that I'll catch other critters, some fur bearers, maybe fox, coyote, fisher, and such. So I'm setting it a little bit lower. The deer have got this, they've used this for years, and they've got it, the bank wore down, and I'm got a set up right here, and I'd like to try to capture part of the water also, and maybe get some pictures of the deer actually crossing the creek, or just some animal that's using the creek over the winter, maybe a beaver, or maybe a muskrat, or a mink or something. So I'm going to search for a tree here that I can set the camera out on. About 8 feet or so from that creek crossing that I showed you, there's a little tree here, and it's got a natural, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a natural bend to it, and that'll get the camera pointed down towards the water. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll get some cool pictures here. The angle of the tree wasn't quite right, so I wedged in a stick at the top, and I got it aiming right at the creek crossing, and should a deer or whatever cross the creek there, should get a pretty cool picture of it. And I got some of the water, so who knows, maybe over the winter we'll get some water critters. We are having an unusually mild November and now December. Very little snow so far, and what snow did fall is mostly melted, and the creek is looking great here. Makes me wish it was April and I could get out there and do some trout fishing. But it's December. Got to remind myself it's December, and one of these days the snow will come, and this whole scene will change here. It actually sometimes gets so cold that parts of this creek will freeze. I know the water runs at a pretty good clip here, but we get a real cold snap. That water will actually freeze and then have water that runs under the ice. This little bent over sapling here should be just about perfect for what I want to build, that little water wheel. I'm going to use my Victorinox knife with the little saw blade on it to cut it. I just love this knife. I would be lost without this knife. And for something like this, it's just perfect. in addition to that sapling that we cut, I found the rest of the parts that I need for that water wheel. Mother Nature provides. I didn't have to look too hard. These straight chutes here are going to make some real nice, I'm going to call them vanes off of that water wheel. I got the spindle, and then these are going to go off, the spokes or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what the official name is. These should be just about perfect for that. So our water wheel parts gathering is complete. And when I finish up that water wheel over the winter, I'll show everybody it in a Today in the Workshop video. So until next time, everybody, thank you for watching. Take care. Remember to keep on trucking. And most important, the most important thing, believe in yourself, even if nobody else does.